National Geographic's limited series The Hot Zone, based on Richard Preston's 1994 non-fiction bestseller of the same name, stars Julianna Margulies as Colonel Nancy Jacks, a US Army scientist, a veterinarian pathologist who in 1989 encounters the then unknown Reston virus among imported monkeys. They come from the Reston Primate Quarantine Unit in Virginia, a facility in charge of looking after newly imported monkeys during the government-mandated 31-day quarantine period. Nicknamed the Monkey House, the unit handled thousands of monkeys each year, which were brought to the US for scientific, educational and exhibition purposes. Nearly 1/3 of the monkeys have died, and Jacks's team is called on to determine what might be killing them. Though her colleagues remain dismissive towards any extraordinary causes, they think it's simian fever. This is the late 80s and men are still condescending to their female colleagues, and Jacks is doubted at every turn, but she moves quickly to identify a deadly Ebola outbreak.
It's been eaten away by something that's far more aggressive.
A virus like you're suggesting just appears out of nowhere on US soil. I mean...
Well, there's a first time for everything. Even you admitting you're wrong.
I really need to see the data on that.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We'll take it to BL4.
Jacks's obsession with the possible outbreak concerns her husband, Lieutenant Colonel Jerry Jacks, played by Noah Emmerich, and several of her superiors, especially when she summons her mentor, Dr. Wade Carter, Liam Cunningham, something of an outsider, distrusted for his alarmist tendencies, despite experience in Africa in the 1970s, where he traced a related virus in rural reaches of Zaire. It's a high-speed medical mystery thriller in the style of the novels of those crime writers like Michael Crichton, Robin Cook and Tess Gerritsen. Margulies' natural aloof calm is an asset, even as she, like the rest of the cast, have some pretty knotty dialogue to deliver. But from a structural standpoint, the ticking stopwatch of a fatal disease is always an excellent narrative frame. It's a series that reminds us that while the human race battles itself, fighting over ever more crowded turf and scarcer resources, the advantage moves to the microbes' court. They are adapting, changing, evolving, and this series is both a drama and a warning.
It is. Well, the book was absolutely fascinating because it also, from my memory, traced the outbreak of the AIDS virus in Africa too. But the story is based on actual events at Reston. And I sort of, I'm almost not sure what to think about this. I think when they go in to the facility to exterminate all the monkeys in there, and it is so dangerous for all those young soldiers who go in there. I mean, that's where it really gets quite tense, I felt.
Well, you have a sort of harbinger of that in the first episode where she takes a young soldier who's rather disdainful of her rank, I must say, into the so-called hot zone, and they have to dress in these massive outfits, and there's link up to oxygen,
it's
pipes,
so
and God knows what. And he panics. So you get a sense of just how dreadful the whole experience of having to combat this stuff actually is. But it was still full of exposition, a lot of, as I say, knotty dialogue and a lot of talkiness, which was
and Topher Grace is also one of the scientists working with her. And I mean, apparently, and he is very dismissive of her theories and sniffs a vial of this stuff and gets his colleague to sniff it too. And apparently that is an actual event as well. So a lot of it is based on stuff that actually happened. And so,
oh my God.
I mean, it is scary. It is scary. I love it when you say, the microbes have gone to the advantage.
Well, they have, haven't they? It's pretty... Because all the habitat's changing around the world and we just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, no one seems to care all that much. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, it is. All right. Oh, well, I'd give this 3.5 stars.
I'll give it 3.5 as well.
I'm trying to keep my family safe. I won't cover this up for you.